Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Look at y'all, Periscope. Y'all got to forgive me. I am all up in my house and doing everything that I need to do today. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Periscope family. How are you? I'm trying to fix the lighting up in here. Hello. Thank you so much for joining today. I want to say thank you. And I am Tanika G. I am your Real Talk Minister, Life and Relationship Coach. I want to take the time to say thank you so much for joining me on today's Periscope. Hi, thank you so much for joining. I pray that you all are having a lovely day today. It is really sunny in here, and please forgive me, but this scope I'm trying to get the lighting adjusted, but you all, today I'm kind of stuck to my couch. So it's a little challenging. So please forgive me. How are you doing? I wanted to tell you, if this is your first time viewing, please go ahead and let me know where you are, from, so I can give you a proper hello. Again, my name is Tanika G. I am your Real Talk Minister, Life and Relationship Coach. And I want to thank you so much for joining my scope. On my scopes, what we do is we talk about everyday real life, things in our relationships, so that we have a better quality of relationships, a better quality of life for ourselves as well. Now, I bet you all are wondering, okay, what is she going to talk about today? 10 things that my spouse, and if you're not married, your significant other, 10 things that your spouse or your significant other wants to do for you. So what I want you to do right now, so that you can be a blessing to others, is go ahead and invite all your followers to follow and join in on this scope. I also want to say welcome to my replay viewers. I'm so glad that you took this opportunity to scope with us today. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to turn around one more time. I think that just made the lighting a little bit worse. Okay, well, maybe that's a little bit better. You all tell me. No, I don't think so. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to continue with the scope. I'm just going to stay right here. Wow. We have a list of 10 things that your spouse wants to do for you. And the reason why I'm listing these 10 things is because in relationship, I told you all, relationships have to be cultivated. They have to be worked on. They mature. And in order for them to mature, you go and you experience different things. You're going to experience some challenges. You're going to experience some joys. And even in your challenging time, what you want to do is you want to make the most out of them. You want to learn from them so that you can grow, and you don't want to repeat bad patterns. You want to cultivate and you want to perfect the good patterns, and you want to make adjustments where the challenging ones are. Now, one of the things that I often hear, for those of you who don't know, I am also a Christian psychotherapist, and I provide marital counseling. I provide premarital counseling as well. And I work with individuals and couples who have been impacted by infidelity in their marriage or other relationship issues. And one of the things that I find is that whether it's the husband or whether it's the wife, sometimes they're saying, you know what? Well, they don't do this for me, and I need this from them, and I need that from them. And I ask the other spouse, you were saying that these are things that you need, but are you making your spouse aware that you need these things? Are you actually giving them the time? You all, I'm feeling like a little bit uncomfortable with the way that this lighting is, and I'm trying to get in a good spot, but I really can't find one. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of adjustment. Y'all, please forgive me. We're going to do a little bit of adjusting here. Okay, I think that might actually be a little better. You all, for those of you who don't know, I've been having some challenges with my knee, and today I am actually propped up because I am paying attention to my body and I am not overdoing it, so that I am able to come on these scopes and do the things that I need to do. Okay, now that's going to be that's a little better. Okay. Thank you all for being so patient with me while I have got myself adjusted here. I am telling you, but God, you know what? I thank you that I have the ability to make the adjustments. You are a good God. Now, as I was saying, sometimes the couples that I work with, they're like, well, I need them to do this and I need them to do that. Or I don't want to have to tell them what I need. Well, in relationships, you are going to have to communicate your needs. In relationship, your husband or your wife, it is not their job to be a mind reader. That's not their job. That's not their job. We have to be able to communicate our likes, our dislikes, our desires, our wants. We have to be able to communicate them. But I want to also let you in on a little secret. There are things that your spouse or things that your significant other wants to be able to do for you. They absolutely want to do those things. And briefly today, we're going to go over that. I want to say thank you so much for joining me on today. I just go ahead and briefly introduce myself again. My name is Tanika G. I am your Real Talk Minister Life and Relationship Coach. And today we are discussing 10 things that your spouse, and if you're not married, your significant other wants to do for you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right in. I also want to say to my replay viewers, thank you once again for joining. Go ahead and send me some, if you were able to see this, and if the lighting is okay, go ahead and tap on your screen so that I know that this is okay. That's how we're going to use the hearts today. The first thing that your spouse or your significant other wants to do for you is they want to pray for you and they want to pray with you. And why do they want to do this? Because they recognize that praying for you and praying with you not only builds you up, builds the relationship up, but it also builds spiritual intimacy in your relationship. It gives you the opportunity to express to your spouse or to your significant other, these are some things that are going on. And can you just stand in agreement with me? And can we pray for these things together? So, number one, the first thing that your spouse or your significant other wants to do for you is they want to pray for and with you. The second thing that they want to do is they want to be a supportive ear. They want to be not just a listener. They don't want to just listen to what it is that you have to say, but they want to be a support in the things that you are discussing. They want to let you know that I am there for you. They want to let you know, and they want to be able to be there for you. Okay? The third thing that they want to do is validate you. They want to let you know that, yes, you are my boo. You are my queen. You are my king. They want to validate you. They want to let you know that you are important to them. You are significant. You are valued. They also want to respect you. They want to let others and you know that you are worthy of respect. They want to make you feel respected. They also, number 5, they want to surprise you. How many of us don't like surprises? Ladies, we know that we love when our husband or our significant other either shows up to our job unexpectedly with flowers or a gift, or we get home and they've got dinner made, or here's another one. We get home and they have the dishes done, or they vacuumed, or they've done some of the other chores. Your spouse wants to be able to surprise you. They want to be able to do things for you just because, not because it's your anniversary or not because it's your birthday, but they want to surprise you just because. The sixth thing that your spouse or significant other wants to do is they want to give you your me time. They want to give you your space. Yes, men, we as wives, we want to be able to let you go in that man cave and have your time. We want you to be able to get together with your brothers, with your fellows, and have some time. And ladies, your husbands, they want you to have your girls' night out. They want you to go and get that massage. They want you to be able to have some time to yourselves. They want to give you a couple hours away from the kids so that you can have adult conversation. They want to do these things for you. Can I get an amen? Now, number 7. Your spouse or your significant other, they want to be able to understand you. They want to let you know that what you say has meaning and what you say has value. They want you to be understood. They want you to be able to talk about your thoughts, about your feelings, about your dreams, even about your dislikes. They want you to be able to talk about all of that. Now, number 8. They want to let you know how important you are. And this goes beyond validating you, which is number 3, and respecting you, which is number 4. They want to let you know how important. They want to be able to say to you, you know, you are important to me. They want to be able to say those things. They also want to be able to meet your needs. Now, I said this earlier. You know, spouses, men and women, and if you're not married, your significant other, if you're engaged, your fiance, they want to be able to meet your needs. But guess what? You have to be able to communicate them. You don't want your spouse. You don't want your significant other to be a mind reader. You don't want that. You want to be able to communicate. You want to be open enough to say, you know, I have this need. If you need a few minutes to yourself when you get home from work, your spouse, your significant other wants to be able to provide that for you. You've got to let them know that that's what you need. Okay. And number 10. They want to be able to love on you. They want to be able to love on you spiritually. They want to be able to love on you emotionally. They want to be able to love on you physically. Yes, I'm talking about sexually. For those of us who are married, yes, that's absolutely what I'm saying. And for those who, oh, the sun's coming back out, give me a little bit more light. Bless you, Lord. For those of you who may be engaged, we know that this is an expectation that you have for your marriage relationship. And they want to be able to meet that expectation. And it's a good thing to want to meet it. It's also an even better thing to have it met. Now, here's the thing. With all of these 10 things that your spouse wants to do for you, I want you to notice the things that I did not say that your spouse is responsible for. I did not say that your spouse was responsible for your emotions. I did not say that. And here's why I didn't say that. Because they aren't. You are responsible for your emotions. When you are feeling that you need some time or that you need some space, or you're feeling disappointed, you are responsible for communicating that to your spouse or to your significant other. Your spouse doesn't want to guess how you're feeling. Your spouse doesn't want to guess what you're thinking, nor should they have to. Because when we have to play the guessing game, what happens is we're making assumptions. And when we make assumptions, we have a greater chance of being incorrect rather than being correct. But when we're open and we're honest and we're giving that communication, when you take responsibility for your own emotions and you take responsibility for communicating that to your spouse, what you've done is you've taken the guessing out of where you are on your emotion chart. You've taken the guessing out so that the emotions can properly be addressed. Okay? The second thing that I did not say is that your spouse or your significant other, they're not responsible for guessing what your needs and your desires are. You again have the responsibility of identifying what your needs are, of what your desires are. And then you have the responsibility of communicating that to your spouse so that together you can have continual communication. You can talk about this. Talk about this on date night. Talk about this, when you're sitting in the bed or sitting on the couch and you have a few moments to yourself. You make it a priority. Now, when we engage in allowing our spouse or our significant other to do these 10 things, when we allow our spouse or our significant other to pray for us and to pray with us, when we allow them to be that supportive ear, that listening ear, when we allow them to validate us, when we allow them to respect us and be in a position to be respected, when we allow them to surprise us, when we allow our spouses to have their me time, go in their man cave, have their girls' night out, when we allow our spouses to understand us by communicating whatever it is that we're thinking or we're feeling or that we need, when we allow our spouse to tell us how important we are to them, when we allow our spouse to meet our needs because we've communicated them and we've talked to them even about specific ways in which to meet our needs, when we allow our spouse to love on us, guess what we do? We are cultivating our relationship. We are putting our relationship in a position to be matured. We are putting our spouse in the position to also receive these things. We are putting our relationship, we are making it a priority. We are letting our spouse know, not only is this relationship of value to me, but you are of value to me. And when we allow our spouse to do these things for us, they will want to do these things. They will want to do these things, and you will find yourself wanting to do these things for them, so that we get into this reciprocating process of, I want to do these things for you, therefore I do them. Not I do them because you do it for me, but no, I do these things. I love on you because I want to, because I choose to love on you. I respect you because I want to respect you. You are worthy of respect. Not because I think that you're worthy of respect, but because you actually are. You are worthy of respect. I validate you because it is my desire to let you know that you are needed, that you are wanted, that you are valued. I do these things because I choose. And all of these things are a choice. Every single one of them. I do these things because I choose to do them. I do these things because I want to communicate to you, not just in word, but in deed. And if you notice, all 10 things that I listed, they're all actions. They are all actions. They are all things that we do. Not things that we just say, but they are things that we do. And it is in the doing, when we engage in these things, when we allow our spouses to do these things for us, we are strengthening our relationship. We're strengthening our spouse. How do we become as one? We do things. We do things that build the oneness. We do things that create an atmosphere or create an environment of love and of caring and of mutual respect and of support. So I want you to really be mindful of these things. And are you allowing your spouse to do these things for you? Are you enabling them to do these things? Are you communicating your thoughts and your feelings, your wants, your needs, your desires, so that they can meet them? Are you asking for the things that you need, so that your spouse has the opportunity and the ability to do them? I want to encourage you on today. Recognize that these are things that are important to relationship. These are things that spouses want to do for you, but they are also things that you have a responsibility of ensuring that your spouse knows about. Again, when I said about your needs, you have to communicate your needs. You have to communicate your desires to your spouse, so that once they are communicated, they can then begin to engage in them. So I want to encourage you today. If you're not allowing your spouse to do these things, why not? Don't ask your spouse why they're not doing them. Ask yourself, why aren't you allowing them to do them? What is in the way? If your spouse is not meeting your needs, have you communicated what your needs are, or are you assuming that they already know? Good question. And it takes a lot of self-evaluation and being honest with yourself. So I want you to ask yourself, yes, these are challenging questions that you have to ask yourself, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you invest in being honest and being truthful in the self-evaluation, and then communicating with your spouse, and then together working on it, oh my goodness, how strong your relationship will be. How much more valuable will you see working on your relationship? Relationships are meant to be worked on. They are cultivated. They are matured. They don't just happen overnight. Not ones that last and that become healthy and remain healthy. So on today, I want you to remember, these are 10 things that your spouse wants to do for you. And I want you to do some self-evaluation. Are you enabling your spouse to do these things? If not, what are things that you can do so that they are enabled to do them? Again, my name is Tanika G. I'm your Real Talk Minister, Life and Relationship Coach, and I want to thank you for joining me on today. Have a blessed day.